You must have a trait that not many QB has. Tom Brady literally has no special trait.
That's not true. That's just not true.
The only thing Tom ever has was high IQ. So what you are?
So high IQ is not an elite trait. What are we talking about? QB, you have to be one of the smartest. You have to be the smartest player on the field when at QB. How was that not an elite trait?
Play the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
At one time.
I want to respond to a comment from one of the videos. It was, what is the criteria for being an elite tier QB quarterback? And somebody responded, I'm not going to put the person's name out of there, and they said simply, do we like you? If the answer is yes, you can have a top head coach and amazing weapons. If we don't like you, then you can't have a great head coach or any weapons. 10 seconds and the guy that you said don't know football said 15 other QBs can do it. He literally top 2 QB stats and everything. That means literally only 1 or 2 QB are keeping up with him. You must have a trait that not many QB has. Tom Brady literally has no special trait.
That's not true. That's just not true.
The only thing Tom ever has was high IQ. So what you are?
So high IQ is not an elite trait. What are we talking about? QB, you have to be one of the smartest. You have to be the smartest player on the field when at QB. How was that not an elite trait?
So what you are saying is that unless you look like a superhero, you cannot be elite, which is a subjective taste of what you want from a QB. What needs to be looked at are the results, not how it looks. Flashing does not make something better. By your logic, the GOAT can't be the GOAT. Within just 5 minutes, you can tell that none of these guys broke down any tape to forums, any opinion on anyone at all.
Did he just say Tom Brady had no elite trait? Is he?
No special trait.
No special trait. Tom Brady, the GOAT, had no special trait. Where's the Chris Broussard pick when you need it? Because, oh my goodness. That is ridiculous, dog. He said you, oh my, I'm sorry. This is why I don't be reading the comments, man. These people just be speaking Japanese, bro. Because what are you talking about?
See, I responded right. I said, you're smoking crack if you think you're smoking crack if you think Tom Brady doesn't have any special traits. Tom Brady is incredibly clutch and accurate with the football. I've seen Brady make some of the most tight window passes in the clutch. And this is his response. Clutch is not a physical trait. Who said it? Who said physical trait? I said special trait. Then he said, so you are already walking backwards. Accurate. Funny. Purdy, you said that. True passer rating is number 1 and QBR number 1. Before you even try to say he can't throw deep balls, when did I ever say that? I never said that at all. Or he only has that because he throws short passes. I mean, I said a lot of it is short passes, but I didn't say he only has it because of short passes. He is number 2 in deep ball accuracy and number 2 in ball in air. Tight window throws, this is where he lied. Brady is number 1 in tight window throw completion percentage this season. Where did you get that stat? Where did he get that? So guess what I did? I went on StatMuse and I typed up the exact thing he said. You can't find it. You can't find it. You know what we'll pull up? Completion percentage. They don't have a stat for that. So then I looked at other websites, Next Gen, all these other, what is it? Pro Football Focus. I couldn't find that stat. So where are you finding the stat at? So he just lied right there. He literally lied. Whoever that is, you lied.
I'm going to see if I can find a chart of it.
He literally lied. Anywho, tight window throw. Purdy's number 1 in tight window throw completion percentage this season. You walk yourself into that one. Don't want to call him top 5 yet. That is fine. But to say that there are 15 other QB doing the same thing while literally there are only 3 QB matching his stats. Remember, he just had a perfect passer rating with something that has not been done in San Francisco team since is he who Geo? Who the fuck is Geo? You got the face to say 15 other QBs are doing the same thing. I think he's talking about Joe Montana. But anywho, your issue is that you don't like how it looks and where he was drafted. I don't care where he's drafted. Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round. Nothing more or less. The only thing that matters are the results on the field. No one blinked when Mahomes' first year, he had all-time head coach and offense scheme designs, Hill a top 5 NFL all-time wide receiver, and top 3 tight end all-time in NFL history. Okay, Hurts was playing below average QB before they upgraded his offensive lineup with top 3 in the NFL. Bro, that was year 2.
So I found a chart.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, my bad. This just shows the percentage, not the actual completion percentage.
No one blinked. Okay, we already said that. Hurts. Okay, we already said that. We reward a QB that we have a direct comparison with a before and after by calling him an elite QB. People were calling Josh a bust before the Bills got him weapons, in which we then rewards Josh by crowning him as an elite QB. I know, doing research sucks, right? So sorry that I won't judge Purdy by a completely different rule set from everyone else. Do not tell me we can't judge him due to his weapons and call Hurts, Josh, elite QB when we have a direct comparison before after getting them weapons. The swings on those two were massive. The only QB that is viewed as elite and barely has any weapons is Lamar Jackson. One last note. You know what is funny? Mahomes' worst season stat-wise, funny enough, is also the same year he has the worst weapons in his career. Almost like QBs and weapons need each other.
Oh my goodness, that is such a stupid argument because you can cut on the film and see that Pat Mahomes is still playing good football. These receivers can't catch. Mm-hmm. They're not getting open.
Mm-hmm. See, this is the problem when people rely solely on stats rather than the film. You have to watch the film to get an understanding of what's going on in the game. And when you don't watch the film enough, that becomes a problem. And see, that's where people are going to lean towards all these analytics, these stats, instead of watching the all 22 like I have and seeing that Brock Purdy, has he made some amazing throws? Absolutely, but not a whole lot of amazing throws. He's not out there like what Ryan Clark said. He's not the person uplifting his players. He's not doing that. It's the players around him doing that. And so that's my thing with Brock Purdy. And the fact that he said that Tom Brady had no special trait is egregious. And he brought up QBR. He brought up passer rating. Again, like the way that the way that everything is operated in that Shanahan scheme, he's going to have a he's going to have a great passer rate. He's going to have a great QBR. And the fact that he or she lied about the whole tight window, number 1 in tight window throws, where did he find that? Did you put a source on that? Like, what's your source? Remember the what was that little meme? What's your source?
I made it the up.
I made it the F up. Like, that's exactly what you did. And so, honestly, that was an egregious. He wrote a whole article, 2 articles, like 300 plus words on both responses. So, wow, you just look really silly on that one.
I hope he's not trying to advocate that Brock Purdy's an elite QB because that is just asinine.
I don't think he's doing that. It's just,
so what is he arguing for?
I think he's just trying to have us put respect on Brock Purdy's name. And when I mean by 15 other QBs can do the exact same thing Brock Purdy's doing, what I'm saying is that you put 15 other QBs in that system under that coach with those weapons, they are doing the exact same thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, the QBs in the NFL that are in, these teams, they're playing for these teams right now with these rosters can do the exact same thing Brock Purdy is doing right now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you give me one of those 15 QBs, get one of those 15 QBs in the NFL, the top 15 QBs in the NFL, you remove them from the current team they are in right now and place them in San Francisco with those weapons, with that scheme, with that head coach, with that running game, I'm telling you this right now, they are doing the same exact thing, if not better than Brock Purdy right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're going to put up the same. They could put up the same numbers as him when whatever team they're on. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just put them on his team right now and see what happens.
Let's play a quick game.
All right, let's play a quick game. Let's
This
go.
is a very quick game. What I'm going to do, I'm going to name a QB and a QB from a different team, and I'm going to name Brock Purdy.
Okay.
And I'm going to say if you switch the QBs, which team gets better?
Okay, let's go.
Dak Prescott.
They get worse.
Dak Prescott on the 49ers, they get worse?
They get better.
Okay. Jalen Hurts.
They get better.
Lamar Jackson.
They get better.
Pat Mahomes.
They get better.
Joe Burrow.
They get better.
Josh Allen.
They get better.
C.J. Stroud.
They get better.
Trevor Lawrence.
They get better.
Do I really need to go on? Do I really?
Just keep
Matt
going.
Stafford.
They get better.
Kyler Murray.
They get better.
That's 10 dudes.
Keep going down the list, man. Just keep
Really?
going. Yeah, keep going. On the
Matt
list.
Stafford.
Yeah, you already said Matt.
Oh, I said Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
They get better.
Really?
Yeah, they get better.
I don't know about that.
They get better, bro.
I don't know about
They get
that.
better.
But if that's what you
They get better.
Let's think. I'm trying to think of
Tua.
Oh yeah, Tua.
They get better.
I'm trying to think of other teams. I got Purdy in like the close to 15 range. So Russell Wilson.
Honestly, I like Russ more. I like Russ more. I like him a little bit more.
Geno Smith.
Now that's where we get a bit. I might give Purdy the edge on that one. So
Okay,
that's
fair.
about 13 right there.
I feel like I'm missing some people.
You probably are.
Oh well.
Yeah.
We
Justin Herbert.
I said Justin Herbert.
You already said Justin Herbert? You already said Lamar, right?
Yeah, I said Lamar. I said all the top tier QBs. Everyone always the same 5 dudes. I think we made our point.
Caleb Williams.
Hey man, we're not even gonna get into that. We're not even gonna get into that.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
We ain't gonna get into that.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think that's about it. About 13 guys. Man, let me look at this list. Let me make sure it's only 13 guys because I feel like I'm missing some people. Excuse me. Let me see. Let me see if
I think we got everybody.
Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, better. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Better. So that's 15.
Dang,
That's 15 right there. Let me see.
that's tough.
Yeah. Justin Fields.
I don't know. I think they get more dynamic because of the rushing ability, but I can't say they would be flat out better.
All right, I'll leave it. It's still the jury's out.
Jordan Love.
You know what? I might have to go with Jordan Love.
Oh wow.
Just look at the degree of difficulty that he's experiencing with the Packers and what Brock Purdy is going through. I might have to. I gotta go with Jordan Love. I'm sorry. That's about, what's that, 16, 17?
Something like that.
That's more than what I said. So, I'm just saying, man, it is what it is. Listen, Brock
For all
Purdy.
the people who disagree, I want you to give a very good detail as to why Purdy, just out of anybody we named in the first top 10 QBs, give me I need a very solid reason as to why you would rather pick Purdy over them dudes. I need a very solid reason.
I feel like the QBs that will probably get pushed back the most is probably Jordan Love, Jared Goff.
That's why I just said the top
Russell
10.
Wilson.
The first 10 we named.
I know, yeah, but me, you know how I am. Like I'll go more. Like I got to keep it real with you. Just the quarterbacks I've seen, I know. I think it's about maybe 16, 17. And this is including the QBs that got injured. So that's just me. That's just the way I look at it. There's like 17 QBs if you count all the QBs, including the ones that are injured. I'm looking at them and I'm saying, yo,
Anthony Richardson.
the jury's still out for him. Same with Justin Fields. The jury's still out for him.
Okay.
But then you got the QBs coming in with Caleb Williams and
Drake May.
Yeah, I don't know about Drake May yet. His fundamentals are still a bit sloppy, but like if you say, hey, we'll give you Caleb Williams or Brock Purdy, who you gonna take? Caleb Williams,
you kidding
obviously. Drake May or Brock Purdy, you gonna take? I'm taking Drake May. I'm sorry.
Ceiling.
That's just yeah. So, but we're not talking about college dudes. All right. Anywho, let's see. I want to respond real quick, and then we'll move on. There was like another comment that I really respect. It was this person. They said, number one, enjoyed the we already talked about this. Enjoyed the video, guys. Liked and sub. Thank you very much, by the way. Appreciate it. There are only 5.
You gotta shout the man out. What's his name?
Oh yeah, my fault. Brendan Buffalo 8830.
So I guess he's a Bills fan.
Yeah. Enjoyed the video, guys. Liked and subbed. There are only 5 truly elite quarterbacks in the NFL. Mahomes, Burrow,
I agree.
Allen, Lamar, and Rodgers. I disagree with Rodgers, but I get the idea. I would define elite QBs as players who elevate an offense to a level other QBs can't, regardless of the offensive system. They have to have great pocket presence, accuracy, arm talent, processing, and the ability to improvise and make a bad play work. Man, that was greatly put, greatly written. Herbert still leaves too much to be desired in terms of pocket presence, especially in critical situations. It feels like he's stuck in mud and forgets that he has great legs and can use them. Lawrence has the same issue too sometimes. I agree with that. Oh my God. He watches film. Dak has been too inconsistent over the course of his career and had too slow of a start this year for me to even consider putting him in elite yet. Especially, oh God, I knew you would say that. Especially when you consider how much he has and has had since he started his career.
Also doesn't make sense.
Okay, bro, whatever. Hurts has the easiest job in the NFL aside from Purdy, and sometimes struggles to make plays when he's under pressure.
He's cooking.
Oh my,
he's cooking. He's cooking.
Until I see him produce without the best roster in the NFL, I simply can't put him in the same tier as these other 5 guys.
He is cooking.
I don't really think there are any other guys that should be talked about as elite quarterbacks or that I hear mentioned. Tua is upgraded Purdy. He's right. Kirk and Goff are. He's right. Dak with no wheels. And Stafford is either top 5 or mid, depending on the week. Kyler only had 1 good season. I think he had he had 2 good seasons, but could bounce back. No, Stroud is playing like an elite QB and has been a top 5 QB this year, but I need to see more than 1 season before calling him elite. That's fair. Listen, this comment overall, great. He was very well detailed in his explanation. I enjoyed reading his whole essay on sort of his explanation for what an elite QB is. I disagree with the Rodgers take. The Hurts one, I mean, easiest job in the NFL besides Purdy. I mean, you could kind of agree. I can kind of agree with that. But I will say that Hurts play in the Super Bowl, I'm just saying, against the Chiefs, you got to give him credit for that one.
I don't think he's elite, though.
Okay. I mean, I never said he was elite either. I said he was a dude. I called him he's a dude anyway. So I agree with you on that. There are, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4. I say there's about 5 dudes that are elite.
I don't think Josh Allen is elite.
Really?
I think he has. Okay, so he can sling. He can obviously throw the football, right? And he's very good rusher.
Yeah.
But he has too much Favre in him.
Favre was elite. Favre was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that is true. But
And he won a Super Bowl.
Josh Allen does too much boneheaded stuff.
Just like with Favre.
Yeah, he's like the bozo gene is just very strong. And like he was looking bad earlier in that, like real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like how can I put this guy in elite when he has he has dudes to throw to. He has Kincaid. He has Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis. He shows up sometimes, but shoot, it's better than what some other QBs got to deal with. So I mean, man, he's like on the borderline.
It's on the borderline.
He's on the borderline. To me, I think it's about 3 or 4 elite QBs.
He's the Jason Tatum of QBs. Like he's like right there from being a superstar, but you still need to see more before giving him that label.
I don't know if I would say Tatum, because Tatum actually made it to them stages that Allen didn't. But yeah, in my opinion, Mahomes is elite. Obviously, Burrow is elite. I think Herbert is elite.
Herbert is elite over
think-
Josh Allen.
I think Herbert is elite.
What?
My main gripe with Herbert is that I think he's scared sometimes to just let it rip. I think he plays too passive sometimes. I'm like, dude, you have a cannon of an arm. You need to sling the rock in there. Like, you just gotta just do it.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't take. He's risk adverse, and it really irritates me when watching him, because you could see like you have the ability to make the play, but he just doesn't sometimes. He'll rather go for something a little more comfortable. Let's go with that. Like, I need him to step out his comfort zone, and he's an athlete. He can run.
Yeah.
I like the comments. I need to see him use his legs more.
Yeah.
So like it's the risk adverse play style. I don't know if he's gun shy, and I just like, oh man. I think okay, fine. Herbert's not elite. He has elite traits.
Yeah.
He's not elite though. So Burrow, Mahomes, I think Lamar's elite.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar. Those are the elite dudes. Okay.
Lamar, he's closer to borderline in my opinion, but Lamar, he makes me so upset sometimes. 'Cause like, sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, some of the throws, I'm like, yo, this is insanity.
Yeah.
Well, if Dak finishes these 4 stretches, I'm putting him in the elite category. I don't care. He shows up the stretch that everyone's been talking about, walks out of there 3-1 or something. He elite. He's elite.
All right. Well, that'll do it for responding to the comments. And yeah,